Good day. A friend of mine gave me one of his bonsais, which he said that he couldn't take care of. So I thought, oh, I'll just work on it and add it to my collection. So this is the bonsai that he said that he doesn't want anymore. Doesn't look bad. It's got a nice base. There's not much roots holding on to it properly, so we'll have to anchor it a bit better. And obviously it's very top heavy, so it's just falling off when you leave it. In terms with the plant branching itself, it's not the best foliage in the branching, but I'm sure we can work with it. So it's pretty straightforward to remove the anchor and just gently teasing it up. And as you can see, there's not too much roots. It's all one-sided, so it's all growing towards the back. There's nothing much in the front. And if we can get it to develop more roots on this side, that will help it. A few scars over here might push the roots to come to grow out forward too. Hopefully that will help it. Let's see what we can do. So I've decided to use this pot over here. It's a bit deeper compared to most of the other pots, so this might actually work. Now, as usual, it's got the drainage hole which is covered with a protective net. Most of the time the bonsai shops, they sell these small piece of net to cover the drainage hole, but they're expensive. Usually I just buy some fly screen nets, and they can last for a couple of years for me. I don't do many bonsais, so they last for a very long time. I'm going to score a little bit over here. Hopefully that will push some new roots in the front, just to even it out. We can only hope. That's one thing about bonsais. It's you can try your best for it to work in a certain way, but end of the day, it is a living plant, so it just grows the way it wants. Just using the same old wire for anchoring. Usually lots of people say that you have to anchor the net first by itself and then use another wire to anchor the plant, but I'm not a bonsai expert. I just love what I'm doing. I just thread it through this way, as you can see here. This will hold the net in place at the drainage hole, and I can still use it to hold the plant too. Now I'm going to pot this one a bit deeper so that it can help the root to grow a little bit all around, and hopefully then I can move it to a bit shallower pot to make it a better bonsai. A little fertilizer to go in it. Now we need to anchor it, but the problem is it has very thin roots, so it's going to be a little bit hard to anchor it and keep the plant nice and strong and stable. So I'm just going to tie this wire around it a few times. And always do it in the opposite direction, so there's a bit of a strong hold. Now it seems to be standing a bit stable without any assistance, so that's a good thing. Now I can fill it up with the bonsai soil and then prune it a little bit and get some shape in it. But hopefully the idea is once the roots start growing through the scars that we made, then we should be able to elevate the plant a bit higher so that it won't, so that we can actually put it in a shallow pot. Now to prune it so that we can get a bit of shape. So if you have a look, there's this one which is growing forward, which we don't need. So I'm going to take this one off. And this one I will prune probably over here. Now this one I'm going to leave it at the moment, but this one is growing forward. We don't want anything that's growing forward to be there, and this one is growing downwards, so I'll get rid of that too. Now if you have a look, there are some of these tiny ones which we can just pull it out. We don't want them to be taking up valuable energy from the plant. Now, if you have a look at the back, there are some which are again not pleasing to the eye. Now, this one over here is actually a good thing because it's growing towards the middle, which makes it like having, that can be like the leader. But the problem is I have this beautiful scar here in this plant, as if the tree has gone through some sort of a weathering and damage. So I want that to be emphasized. So I'm going to remove this, even though it's a really good piece that should have been just kept. Well, I cleaned it up now. Between these two, I'm going to get rid of this. So there we go, and I will prune this a little bit that way. Now, I don't want this one growing downwards, so I'll get rid of this. And I'll also get rid of this one over here. And people are going to hate me for this one, but I'm going to get rid of this too. There we go. So now I will let it grow for 2 seasons and see how it grows, and hopefully then we'll be able to make it into a decent bonsai. So this is where I just use the secateur this way so that it has a nice clean cut. Again, there are specialized tools for it, but as I said, I'm not a big fan of using expensive tools. So let's see how this one grows. So there we go. That was a quick work on one of the bonsais, and it's at a good starting place, and hopefully in a few years it will be something that's really valuable. So hopefully that video was helpful. I do like the jade because they are a lot easy to maintain. They don't need regular watering, and I'm a bit lazy like that. And also I love traveling, so when I'm away they don't die. If you like this video, make sure you click like on it and share it with your friends. And if you want to see another bonsai video, then click on the link that pops up, and that'll show you a video on how I made a shuffler bonsai. See you in the next video, and until then, live curiously.